Hi everyone, we are in Shamlapur. If you remember, we were here 3 weeks ago. Since the last time that we came, this camp has grown a bit bigger. The big camps that everyone talks about that we always see is places like Kutupalong and Palukali and Tenkali and places like this, Teknaf. This is away from that. And as a result, these types of camps in Shamlapur tend to get less attention. So since the last time that we came, what you're seeing here, these are all new camps from new arrivals. They have the very basic necessities in terms of very basic shelter. In each of these shelters that you're seeing, there's around about 15 to 20 people staying in each one of these shelters. There's a basic toilet in provision and there's basic water, but none of these people have received any food aid or any medication aid. If you just come across with me to the other side of the road, you'll see that there's also this area which is sprawled out completely. Now, since the last time that we came, this area has grown and this area is full of new arrivals. These are people who have arrived in the last few days. There are people who are still carrying things to their homes and to their houses. So as you can see, just to try and hold a little bit of weight on the roof, rock, soil, anything that can be found just to give a bit of protection. Obviously, at the end of the day, these are houses which are made out of tarpaulin and bamboo, not very sturdy. You can see the inside of it here. Very basic. Because this camp doesn't have as many people as Balukali and Kutupalang, things are a little bit more organized and orderly. But there's a real lack of aid that's been given out here. And there's a lack of medical aid and children's aid as well. When they first arrived, they didn't know how and the process of getting a house. So they managed to get a token which allowed them to get some bamboos. They didn't get any tarpaulin, but they've got these black bin liners that you see here to use as a roof. So they moved from a football field which used to get waterlogged regularly into this area, which is still quite a waterlogged area, but they're building it for the first time. So they were allocated this piece of land a few days, some days ago, but because it was waterlogged, because of the rains, they were unable to come here. But now it's dried out, that's why they've moved here. How many people will stay here? Two family mani manush kototun. There will be two families that stay here, but I'm just asking how many people that will be. That's 11 people will stay in this place, and I'll just show you literally how many steps this house is. So this 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. Maximum, this is probably maybe 3 meters by 1.5 meters. And of course, under the midday heat, this place is absolutely scorching at the moment. Problem is, in the night, this place is absolutely freezing. And the cold season is coming, so there'll be issues, especially because there's actually no tarpaulin, neither on the top, nor on the sides, nor on the floor. So there's an issue when it comes to the winter days and how these people will survive. Very tough conditions. It's extremely hot here, with hardly any movement of air. So it's very hot in the day, but the problem is that during the night, we are now in the cold season. During the night, it's very cold. We're right by the sea. We're probably about 100 meters from the sea. And in the evening, it becomes very cold. And at that time, the people are sleeping on floors where there are no mattresses, there are no mats. So the cold is coming up from the bottom. There's a lot of fog around in this area as well, which means that people are starting to get things like common colds, coughs, things that can be easily medicated and easily treated, which are becoming serious, almost life-threatening. We'll keep an eye on this area. We'll try and do the best that we can. There's a lot of children around here. As we've mentioned before, 60% of the new arrivals of the Rohingya are actually children. So they're the ones who are affected the most. So we will try our best to do the best that we can for a lot of the children here. Last month when we were in Bangladesh, we saw that there was a huge need for water and sanitation. And we put a call out to all of our supporters to ask for 100 tube wells to be built. And you know, through all of your donations, your kind donations, we've managed to build 100 of those tube wells, and we've just come to see some of those tube wells today. We have it in various locations, in Thankali, in Balukali as well. So here is an example of one of the tube wells that we've fitted, and as you can see, it's supplying a good supply of water. And if you just pan the camera lower down, you'll see that everything is written here: the number of the well, the location, and who it was donated by. So this is by Ya Ummati, who kindly donated 10 wells. Thank you so much for all who have donated. And as I said, you know, as a result of your donations, these people now have access to some clean water. You can hear it's Maghrib time, and people are getting ready to make ablution. This is number 7, C7 of our water well.